I'm HP and this is Dr. Pink, your friendly guitar from the neighborhood. And today I'm going to talk about smooth funk. Actually, this is a very, very old song of mine. It was on my very first CD, which I released as HPCrazy like in 2004, I think. And then I changed my name. That's why there's a long period of time between where actually I needed to change because I got that job, a guitar tricks, and they said you have to have a normal name for an instructor. And then I changed my name to my normal name, which I forgot now. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to show what I mean, play the stuff, and you will have a lot of fun here using a wah. Yeah, you see what I mean. The trick is be very cool, very relaxed. Color is violet, of course. And in the later part, we're gonna switch, I don't know, some kind of high gain. Yeah, stuff like that. We don't take it too hard. So let's get into the theme. This is also, of course, for like more beginner play among you, because we're going to focus on the smooth part and not so much on the fast part. But yeah, I just want to show where it might lead. So let's check it out. Good. Before we start with the soloing, we need to analyze the piece quickly. The main riff is something like this. So it's actually A minor, and now it's D with the A in the bass, which is A minor 7, and sorry, C with the A in the bass, and here's D with the A in the bass. And that's very important because there we found out the scale which we were playing. We don't, I mean, you can play A minor pentatonics on the entire track, which is okay, but it's a little bit boring. We are going to, because we switch between two different modes. The first mode on the first part is, which I explain now here, and here we have the, actually this shows us the scale, it's Dorian, which is this scale. And the advanced theory cats among you already know that the main note which defines Dorian is the F sharp here in the 7th fret. This one makes Dorian. And that's why the theme starts then on the F on the banded F sharp, actually banded to the G. Then at the end of the phrase, which comes, I think, 4 times, it goes quickly to F and to G. And then when those chords come, the mode changes to Aeolian. Now, the theory cats among you already know the difference between Aeolian and Dorian, because those scales are very much related. Only one note is different, and it is the F sharp moves down half step to an F, and here we have Aeolian. So now, when we want to play that main theme, which I said is a song of mine, a very old one, I'm going to add the link in the description below. Starts on the Dorian, so we have the bending F sharp, and then, which is a very cool trick, and if you really want to play very smooth, you highlight actually the second note of the scale, which is the from the interval. This is the 9, or the secunde. I don't know the English word for that one. Anyway, you highlight this note here. So you want to play smooth. First you highlight Dorian scale, bending on F sharp, and then you make like some kind of cool stuff. You move around these two notes, or which this one, which I really love, is this one here. Hammer on, pull off, hammer on. Actually, you play like legato. Then you just hammer it and slide up, and then you really play very smooth and very much in the violet color. So let's check it out. First without wah-wah, and then with wah-wah. These little phrases here. It's a little bit boring with that wah-wah. So we make it wah-wah. It's a little bit boring. So you switch between those licks. And there was the ending phrase, actually. As I said at the beginning of the tutorial, we switch between the Dorian scale and the Aeolian scale when it comes to F, G, which was that quick spot there. Then you switch to Aeolian, and I play this phrase here. And again, I highlighted Aeolian, which is here with this note here, and went to this... what is the kind of note is this? My goodness, I think I'm totally crazy now. This is a B. And this is a B, like Bugs Bunny. This is a B, which is the 9th of the intervals. So, and with this slight movement here, switching between the defining notes, and then you really have a cool vibe and really can relax on that stuff. Now, when we want to play with the wah-wah or with the effects, you here have a lot of delay on it, which is actually cool, because now when you end the note, then you make wow, and then you stop on the beat, and as you stop, you come with the wah, and this gives a special effect. So, I hope you got the idea how you work with the wah-wah. Now, when we're gonna check out some more stuff here, how to really play smooth, Actually, the material is not really technical, hard to play, but still it's pretty hard to play because there's a lot of stuff you can do, even if you only play a few notes. Like when you make a bending with vibrato, you can speed it up. And then at the end you give wah-wah. See? And this gives this really special effect. Or what I really recommend you to use rakes. What is a rake? This. So you make you damp the strings and you make this percussive sound, and then when you reach the note you want to sound, then you release the damping, and with the wah-wah, then you come in with the wah-wah. It's a bit tricky that you really get into it, but it's really a very cool effect. And actually you don't need to play much more than this, and then you really sound smooth and cool. Another trick which is very useful, which I really use often, is when I play like a note. Let's take the F sharp again. I just don't only play it like this. I play the below and make a quick hammer on. You hardly hear it, but this is a big difference than when you just play or see. And then we add the wah. And this really makes a big difference in your expression. It's very important. Expression is actually really the main thing on guitar. So now we have some simple stuff together, and now you can really play smooth. You can play anything you like, or what is also cool is like something like this. Or on the high. So you make the bending, then slowly release it, and as you release, you also release the wah-wah. And now you're really cool and smooth. So that's how it sounds. Yeah, stuff like this. What is also a very good trick when you play simple stuff and you don't want to sound boring. Like when you make a phrase, like again. Let's take this little lick. When you play the first time, like you played on the one, so 1, so 3, 4. And the second time play, you start on the 2, and then it sounds totally different. Maybe next time you start on the 3. I'm gonna show what I mean. Very simple trick, big effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That wasn't the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That wasn't the 2. 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This with this very simple trick, you can make like easy, boring stuff sound very interesting. Yo, that's basically what is used on smooth smooth wah wah. Yeah, what is also cool is when you add like little chords, like here in this case A minor. Yeah. Another trick which I really use very often when I want to play smooth, I just don't hold the pick so hard. This you can really get in the strings very smooth. And you hold it that it nearly drops out of your hands. And then when you attack hard, then you hold it hard. Now, that's a very good trick actually. Yo, that's basically what happens on the smooth funk thing here. So that was about smooth funk, and I'm gonna play a sequence now because to be honest, when I have to play wah wah, when I'm the close up, I sit like this here, and it's really hard to play the wah wah nicely. So I'm gonna play the sequence again and add some stuff that you get an impression how this what I was talking about sounds. Maybe put like 1 or 2 additional notes at the end as a, let's say, a preview to future lessons. Also, very good trick is don't start too early. I mean, if you're really cool, you can play like 4 or 8 measures nothing, and nobody's disturbed because you're cool. Yo, that's smooth funk. You might have noticed I didn't really check out the strings while during playing because I don't see them anyway. Yeah. No, no. My goal in playing actually was always that you have a total connection with your guitar, and that means if you're really connected to the guitar, you don't have to even look what you're playing because you visualize it like this. You know exactly what you're doing and how it will sound. But this is really the master class, and that's like the outlook for in a few years. For some of you, for others maybe not. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we see us next time, me and Dr. Pink. Bye.